What is meditation? I remember a time when meditation didn't mean anything to me, and I thought it was just something that hippies did or that yogis did, and it didn't really bring me much insight or experience. The next phase of my journey was meditating but actually feeling more uncomfortable than anything else. That was physical levels of discomfort, emotional, mental levels of restlessness, and it led me to wonder what the purpose of meditation really is. And now there is so much research about the neurological and physiological benefits of meditation for soothing the nervous system, for grounding the body, for increasing vagal tone, for calming the mind, for allowing a deeper somatic connection. And I really believe it's a journey. Meditation is a journey of being with yourself. And the reason I'm sharing my personal journey is because I really understand that at the beginning it's not necessarily the most intuitive or straightforward, easy thing to experience. So now my meditations are much more part of my daily routine, and as a healer I do spend a lot of my time, a lot of my day in deep meditative states. So meditation has gone from being a foreign experience and a very uncomfortable experience to actually being my life in a relatively short space of time. Now, I didn't adopt meditation because everybody else was doing it. I've never really been one of those type of people that felt like I needed to do something because everybody else was. I began meditation when I discovered that within me there was a lot of information and intelligence and answers that I had been seeking from the outside world. So when I started to try to understand the purpose of my own existence and who I really was beneath my career, my identity, and try to understand what I was experiencing when I was in, for example, altered states or a dream state or a very high state of consciousness in terms of frequency, I would often wonder like how these experiences come about and what are they trying to teach me. So I would say I accessed meditation more through curiosity about myself, more through seeking depth and deeper answers that I just simply wasn't finding in the outside world. So my relationship now with meditation is that it's absolutely necessary every day, multiple times a day, for my nervous system, for my grounding, for my level of inner clarity and connection with myself, and also for my capacity to experience a deep spiritual connection. So a connection that is beyond the ego identity, and that is a transpersonal experience. And for those of you who are listening to this who are not sure how to meditate, I've got some guided meditations on here, on this podcast, which I hope will help you. And many of you have said that they have helped you and you're listening to them now every day. And this is beautiful because you will slowly develop your own ways in. So guided meditations are ways in. They're almost like certain paths have been well trodden. Just like if you go to the park or the forest, you'll find certain trails that have been well trodden, and therefore you kind of know where they lead. So you're more able to trust. And you'll walk those paths and you'll have an idea that, okay, these paths are safe. And guided meditations will initially offer you that access to yourself in ways that are predictable and that feel good, where you can probably get a result in a very short amount of time. But don't get attached to guided meditations, because there's no right or wrong way to meditate. I say that meditation is a experiencing of yourself at all levels, moment to moment. It's a felt sense experience. It's not an intellectual analysis that comes from your mind. It's a experience of feeling. And there is never a right or wrong way to feel. There are only depths and degrees of feeling. So at the beginning, you, perhaps like me, will mostly feel physical discomfort, because sitting cross-legged, especially if you're perhaps you have some hip misalignment or structural issues in your spine, or you're just not used to, perhaps there's your hips are a bit closed, you're not used to sitting in a meditative position, you can lie down to make the experience easier. At the beginning, the experience might feel more like physical discomfort, but stick with it, because the more you soften in your body and work with your body to heal and to soften, the easier it will become to sit in meditation. And at the beginning, it can feel like, how will I ever enjoy this meditative experience if all I can feel is my physical pain? And that is a level that you will experience for as long as you need to, until you heal the physical pain. And that's why meditation is so powerful, because it will show you step by step, first with the most gross part of your body, gross versus subtle, right? So the most gross part of you is your body and your mind, and it will show you if you can't focus long enough on yourself. It will show you if you're getting very distracted. It will show you if you've got physical pain that needs to be resolved. So meditation is like a journey with yourself. It's like a mirror. You start to look in this mirror, you start to notice, and then you will start to learn. Gradually, the more you heal, the more you will be able to sit in meditation, and you might notice it's more of an emotional experience, or it's more of a trauma release experience. And that can happen in meditation, where people experience things like trembling or shivering, or any type of somatic experience, really different temperature changes, or tightening and tension in parts of the body and then releasing. If you stick with this, you allow it to happen, and you feel safe enough to allow it, you will slowly start to experience the deeper levels of meditation. In these deeper levels, you will notice deeper calibrations in your body. So healing is taking place in your body all the time. And when you're able to access stillness, you will start to see how the healing arises in your body, and what's the inherent level of intelligence of your body. So this is, again, a journey. You won't just start off with meditation and immediately access a profound, deep healing state. You will go on the journey. Eventually, you will end up, if you stick with this, at a place where you can self-direct your own healing through subtle realms. So by the subtle realms, I mean the energy field and the energy flux of your body. This is when you can actually start to work with the frequency of your field and of your pure awareness of frequency itself, and start to use your meditations to actually embody this higher frequency. By this point, by the time you're doing this, your body will be very still. You will be very comfortable to sit in meditation for perhaps longer periods of time, and you will enjoy what you're feeling. You will enjoy the rise and fall of wisdom that arises when you sit for long enough with yourself. So meditation really is a journey, and eventually, when you have gone through that journey, you will find yourself sat in the nothingness, sat in the void, sat in a place where there isn't anything that moves, and you are beyond your own ego identity. It doesn't feature anymore. It's a genderless place. It's a place of complete transcendence of yourself. So you will have heard the term become nothing and become everything. So eventually your meditations will be experiences of nothingness, where you can let go of everything that you have been hurt by, of everything that you have been limited by, and that you feel is you and your identity. And you can actually access something beyond that. And the purpose of accessing beyond that, the ego, is to support the ego to redevelop, to evolve. So we're always here in a journey of ego evolution and emotional awareness and intelligence and energetic sensitivity and perception. So allowing yourself to take this journey through meditation will make you a very powerful self-teacher, will make you a very powerful teacher of yourself, a very powerful self-healer, and it will also allow you to constantly evolve yourself. So people often ask me how I have managed to change so fast, to grow so fast and so deeply, and to evolve myself. And really, it's been possible because I have been on this journey. I haven't pretended at any point to be somewhere where I'm not. I have gone on the journey from trauma to enlightenment, to self-illumination, and to stillness. And that is a journey. The stillness never ends and the light never ends. So it's a constant journey of deepening and of deepening awareness. So I committed myself to going on this journey and finding my teacher within, finding my solutions within me. And that's why I know it's absolutely possible for you to do this every single day, to meditate with yourself and to go on the journey. Too many people are expecting that meditation is going to bring them revelation before they've resolved their actual trauma. And the world is kinder than that. And your body and your intelligence is higher than that, and much more benevolent. It will not give you something that you cannot sustain and something that you cannot hold. So the journey is a process of evolution through the mind, the body, the spirit, and the soul. So I hope that you are inspired by my words and by my own journey, and that you will keep up your meditative practice. And if you want to get in touch with me and let me know how it's going and anything that you're experiencing in meditation that you might have questions about, then you can drop me a line on my website, KIMIYAhealing.co.uk. You can also contact me via Facebook, which is my Facebook page, KIMIYA Healing.